Oh,
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive.
just like, come on, man. Don't start with just kicking it to the. Mm-hmm.
The 25-yard line. To the air right away is Brady. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
All right.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 66. 450.
Here's Brady to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve.
He's coming
It's
cover
third
2.
down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Jack's so good, he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Oh, I'm trying to speed this shit up.
And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff.
Accurate.
And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm gonna show you the wild shit first.
Hey, unlock line. Hey, pass.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First carry for James Conner.
Man, hell no. Nah.
At the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They say he runs, so might as well just
If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Roll.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Conner going to get it again on 2nd down.
Okay, he runs. I need to stop picking people up the ball.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Steelers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They send Parker in motion left.
19 right. 18, pioneer. Trap 60.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Conner up the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19. Head the street.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's an tight end, Will Dissly.
Should be somebody over there.
The tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Well, that's
should be somebody over there.
Picking up 26 yards.
Normally on 3rd down, short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They run to the 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively. Down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, we gonna go with small guys.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts.
Yeah.
Coming and down he goes. Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Hurt.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert.
That's terrible.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
Hell no.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they run with Harris off the option.
Hell no.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Here we go.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Three.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
In motion right is the running back. They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Damn, I tried to get that.
Devontae Parker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And he manned up with him while he moved all the way out to that, though. Like, I know that's coming. I should have played the line. I ain't know we can be playing back up.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive.
What is that?
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That throw by Brady incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. An option handoff given to Harris. And
what
he'll be
the
taken
fuck?
down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
19 tight.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh!
Nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They send Parker in motion left.
79 Broncos. Hustle.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard
Nigga throwing like this. Oh, man.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man
Come on, man.
body and made the play call a success.
That boy fucking up.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Timberwolves. 18 Rattler.
Hurts.
Uh-uh.
And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The slot man in motion right.
That boy running.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete.
Fucking ball, man. It should have been picked the fuck off.
The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers
Should have been picked the fuck off. That should have been picked off, bro. Nigga threw 2 picks that game. I mean, that drive.
The Bucs
So that
offense
bitch right
set
to
begin
Kyle
the
Hamilton.
next
Kyle
possession.
Hamilton wouldn't even do nothing with it.
Closer and closer to intermission, Charles. Remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first
dropping
half.
too many
Yeah, this is where
picks.
close games
Everybody
feel
dropping
because the
picks.
pressure is on both sides,
I
but
mean,
sometimes the
go there,
pressure is a
do
little
up
bit
top.
higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Bro, the accuracy on this game is so janky, along with the fucking catching.
They'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And Brady will sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Back at it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. That backs him up 1 yard and brings
That's
up
wild.
3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Hey, check that. Street. 19 right.
On 1st down, Hurts. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They send Parker in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Drop 60, drop 60. Left wing 19. Warriors 17.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where Armstrong pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out.
Man, you went to Southfield Target? That's why you back this fast. Said that's why you're here this fast. Bubby, mommy's home.
Zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score,
I don't care if they tie the game.
They'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On 2nd and inches, Brady. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing now is Brady. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Brady's throw there complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space, and he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Brady. To Barkley on the check down. And in for the Buccaneers.
Jeez!
Saquon Barkley.
What the fuck? Jeez!
Taking the lead.
Tom Brady.
For the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3.
Keep him up. Ooh, 11 big as hell. Who the fuck is 11? Oh, Littleton huge. He trying to run now. We good. Stand in there, fellas.
Offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Oh, shit. Shit, that's funny. Fucked them up. God damn. I want to run to linebackers, though. But I want one to sit. There we go.
The Pittsburgh
Please
offense
be
at the line
yes.
to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Slot man moves right.
Seventy Ranger. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Jair, nigga. What the fuck is you doing?
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes
Fuck
to
is you
force it
doing?
downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
1918.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
79 Broncos.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And does a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. When you have someone doing it that well, that confidently,
let's go!
You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The boys are back in town.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and very short, Hurts. And that's going to be caught by
I can't even.
Jones.
They wouldn't even let me switch to the
That's
radio.
inside the 40 before being dropped. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
They won't let me switch to my corners. I think they're trying to cheat me.
The frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon.
Yeah, you know
He'll
the
only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
19,
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, Steelers 14.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady going to look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.